What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. FantasyTeamAdvisors.com, bringing home the bacon. NFL betting for Monday Night Football between the Jets and the 49ers. So we're going to go over it. We're going to use Outlier.Bet, which you guys are used to. If you have not checked them out yet, you're going to see it on the screen. But if you want to check it out for yourself, in the description of this video will be links for you to sign up. You can sign up for Outlier.Bet. You're going to get a 7-day free trial regardless. So use our link, get a 7-day free trial. If you like what you see in those 7 days, sign up. They have two different packages. The normal package, $20 a month. If you sign up using our link with the $20 a month package, we're going to give you a free month of FTA Plus, which is a $30 value right there. On the flip side of that, they have a pro package, which we're basically going to use and go through everything right here. 7-day free trial, if you like that, is $130 for the month. Sign up. If you sign up using our link, we are going to give you 3 months free of FTA Plus, which is a $90 value on top of that. So our bets through week 1 so far have been pretty good. The touchdown bets, not so much. We got let down by Jonathan Taylor, Raheem Mostert a little bit. Last night we got let down by Amon-Ra St. Brown. People are freaking out. It's week 1, so again, for everyone who's freaking out, it is week 1. We saw some injuries. Stuff happened. Puka left. Jake Ferguson left in the Dallas game. Cooper Kupp absolutely balled out. Cooper Kupp was a 4th to 5th round ADP this year, which was wild to me. But yeah, so a lot of things happened, but we have Monday Night Football we're going to go over. So Outlier, what you can see on the screen, if you have not already checked them out, I highly suggest it. We do it for MLB every single video, so if you want to check it out for NFL, we will. It shows you the key matchup summary from last year, obviously. The points are going to be down for the Jets. Everything's going to be down for the Jets last year because, obviously, Aaron Rodgers left four plays into the end of the season, and then it was downhill from there. But we've got a ton of information. 49ers, obviously, are studs here. You've got people that are injured, people who are out already. You can then see insights. So any of the insights that populate through here are on there or the front page, but just showing you different, like Breece Hall has exceeded 0.5 touchdowns in 4 of his last 5 games, 1 touchdown per game average. Love him for a touchdown today. George Kittle has failed to exceed 2.5 first downs in 6 of his last 7 games. It depends on where you can find that, but that's right there. It shows you. It's on Underdog for -120. You're not going to find that on every book. The San Francisco 49ers are 9-3 in their last 12 games as favorites. So we've got a lot going on. And these are the hit rates. So we've done this for baseball, and I wanted to bring this for football. I wanted to bring this to you guys as much as we can. So if you like this type of content, like the video, so I know you guys want to see more of it. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through the games. We are going to look at some of the props. We can add the props to our sports slip. We can then take it out to, this is why I love Outlier. So let's say you get 5 props, whatever you want to do, same game parlay, whatever it is. You can add it to your bet slip, and it takes you straight out to the FanDuel, DraftKings, ESPN Bet, whatever you use. So looking at that, these are some of my favorite props of the day, of the games here. So just looking at the, and then what I love is you're into the game, you can see the player props, team props, game props. But if you want to jump out of the game and you want to just go to props themselves, then we can check out a bunch of different ones. So sometimes we like to do touchdown props. Sometimes we do just different ones. So that's what we're going to do here. So we're going to go to props. We are going to go with receiving yards right now. We're going to go yards. And then what I love is you got these first ones, but then you can go to players here, and you can go and search the ones you want. So I'm going Williams. So Mike Williams, obviously we are used to him being on the Chargers. He's got a better quarterback now than Aaron Rodgers. Yes, he's older. But here's what we look at. So what I love is you see the original lines here. So the lines are here. They're good to go. But what we can do is we can alt them. So what I am looking at is over 24.5 for him at, depending on the book you use, DraftKings is -155. So you can go down and you can choose the book. So I'm going to take him. He's gotten, and these are all in these historical games and everything, all these stats are hit rates in week 1 of games. Now, obviously, these numbers are a little bit different because some of these guys have changed teams. So Mike Williams has hit this 5 of 6 times in week 1 of his career. So we add that to our pick. And you can see his receiving yards the previous season, 3 of 3 when he's hit it. So the numbers there, you're going to get some good odds there. And if you can do, obviously you can do single bets here, but we love everyone loves to do parlay bets because that's where the real money is. That's where you lose a lot of money, but that is where you can make a lot of money as well. So use these as single bets as well, but we're just going to build it like you want to do a single same game parlay. It just depends on what you want to do. So that's added to our bet slip, which you can see right here. And then you can go down. You can see the books that they are available on. So the only book this bet is currently available on is DraftKings. Now, throughout the day, maybe it changes a little bit when the books put other things up. So just FYI there. So if we wanted to do like a touchdown bet, okay. Now these are obviously harder to hit. We know this, but Tyler Conklin. We know that A-Rod loves to hit his tight ends for touchdowns, for big games. Conklin, in his last 5 week 1s, he's hitting 4 of the 5 times. So 90% of the time he's hit here. So we look at this, add it to our picks. That is plus 420. Now, that is on its own. You can add it to your sports bet here, slip here, and it'll take you out to whichever website you can find it on. So, other ones, and you're not able to find these all the time, but rushing attempts. Got rushing attempts, not Conklin. Breece Hall. And we're going Jets first, and then we're going 49ers after that. So, the line is 15.5. It's been under. So, you can see he's hit under 15.5 rushing attempts, 2 of 2. So his first 2 years, he's hit 2. Now, again, this one's a little bit, life's too short to hit the unders, so it depends on what you want. So you could get under for 119 or over for plus 102. So if you think he's going to get 16 rushing attempts in this game, it's plus 102. If you think he's going to get under, it's minus 119. So he's never gotten over that in his first 2 week 1s. With A-Rod being there, obviously he likes to sling the ball as well. They will spell him off and take the backup running back to give him some time off as well. So this seems a little bit lower, but I think when we look at it, we want to add this to our picks for under 15.5. So we think he's going to get 15 or less attempts here. Jets-wise, let's see. We got Greg Zuerlein, Greg the Leg, Greg the Egg. Over 5.5 kicks, 9 of 12 in his 12 first game. So you kind of see this, and you could see it depends on the site. So there's so many different props here. You could see kicking points is really all you got. So if you think he's going to get X amount of points, you can see that. Or you can go field goals. So let's just go field goals in this one. So made field goals over 1.5 is where we're at. Now we see this. He's done this 9 of 12 times as well. And just depends on, obviously San Francisco has a great defense. So let's say Rodgers, he's Rodgers. So he marches him down the field. He gets in there. 2 plus field goals for him in a full game. Plus 120. I'm going to add that to my picks there. So that's the Jets side. So we got through the Jets side. We got 4 picks in there. Whether or not you want them or not, you can. Greg Zuerlein, you can't find it on DraftKings. Can you find it? It depends on the book you find it on. So depends on the book, but if you've got your book that is there, Greg Zuerlein could be in store for a good spot here. So it really just depends on the book that you guys use. And I forgot to mention, we have links to FanDuel and DraftKings books down below. If you guys sign up using our links, they are going. And if you've never made an account on either site, they're going to match you up to $250. I did read. So, and if you guys sign up using our link, we will give you a free month of FTA Plus as well. A ton of great information in FTA Plus. So let's move to the San Francisco 49ers here. Obviously, the big thing is Christian McCaffrey. Is he going to play? He's going to play, guys. I don't think there's a it shouldn't. He's playing. Let's be real. Over 4.5. So we can alt line this. So we go over 3.5. So 4+ out of him. 5 of 7 week ones. Him and they've got great chemistry here. This Jets secondary is pretty good. So I think with how good the Jets secondary is supposed to be, now things have changed. We saw week 1 didn't go as planned every game, but the way the Jets secondary is, I think there's going to be a lot of dump-off passes for Brock Purdy, whether or not that's going to give way to McCaffrey or slants to like Debo or Ayuk or even Kittle, short passes. I think McCaffrey hits 4+ receptions in this game. So I do have him added. I want to add him to my picks, minus 240. So again, these are all, you can do one-offs, you can do that, or you can parlay them. Don't feel like you have to parlay all of these plays, obviously, but these are just some of our top plays for Monday Night Football. So another one for McCaffrey. What I want to look at is receiving yards. Now, he can, 35.5. He's hit this 5 of 7 times in week 1. You can add this to your picks. I love that. I mean, you could alt it down to 29.5, but I want to take the odds minus 110 here of over 35. And I think he has 40+ receiving yards in this game. Especially when you give him the dump-off passes, he finds open spots and he can take this down. The thing is, again, he, not 100% healthy. He could tweak something, and that could spell disaster. Just like in Sunday Night Football, loved Jameson Williams, and we talked about it in the showdown. So hopefully you saw that video. But I loved what he brought to the table. I needed him to get 40 yards. He was at 37 and got hurt. And I was like, oh, it's over. But he came back, and we ended up winning that bet slip pretty well. So we were very excited about that. Won $60 on a $5 bet or $10 bet, including Jameson Williams. So love this. Not 100%, but he could get this easily early in the game. So now that we're done with CMC, we're going to go look at some Debo here. So what I want to look at Debo is rushing and receiving, because we know that he likes to run the ball. They like to give him the ball. They like to pass him the ball. So we look at Debo here. Debo. So his line currently 35.5, or 60.5 rushing. So that's where I'm kind of looking at. So the line is 66.5, but I want to alt it down to, depending on where you're at, some of the books don't allow it, some do allow it. So if we think he's going to get over 60.5 rushing and receiving, that's great. If you think he's going to get over 66.5, you can look at that. So that's minus 115, but you could go down 2 yards and get minus 119, or you could go 50+ and you could get minus 280. So I think he's going to get 65 combined. We're looking at this. This is the thing. The secondary is so good. If they can just do few slants with Debo and he can find that open field, or they do like a jet sweep, or they do any trick plays against this Jets secondary, Debo should hit this. So I'm adding that to my list as well. And then the final dude I want to look at, and we've talked about this because this secondary is good, it's George Kittle. We love Kittle, tight end you. We saw tight ends, some struggle in week 1 so far. But the receptions are the thing. So I want to look at receptions here for him. We go down to receptions. The line is over 3.5. He's hit this 5 of 6 week ones. You get this at minus 140. I like that as well. And then we've got George Kittle for a touchdown. I think he gets this touchdown. He's had at least one touchdown in week 1, 6 of 6 times. Now, again, if they get down there, a lot has to happen, but that is what I'm looking at here. I am looking at some tutties. We love some tutties here. Over 1 is plus 200. You add that. That is 9 bets. Not necessarily all of them going to be on your book. You take it here. It takes you right out to your book, which I love. So it depends on what you use. You can use 6 of 9 on DraftKings. You can use 5 of 9 on FanDuel, 6 of 9 on Caesars, 4 of 9 on BetMGM, 6 of 9 on both Prize Picks and Underdog. So I don't have any experience with Underdog or Prize Picks because for whatever reason they are banned in my state, which is absolutely stupid. But so let's say we add it to our list. We go out to DraftKings. Let's add it to our bet slip. And I'm going to pause this to log in, and I will show you the odds of what we're doing. Okay, so adding in the ones that are there, change it up to 5 picks. So all of the ones, so this is what I did. So I went through, we did this bet slip. Some of them obviously weren't available on DraftKings, so we changed it a little bit. I'm a little off on the Breece Hall one, over under a 15.5 carry, so I don't know if I'm going to go with that, so I'm taking that one off. So we do a 5-pick same-game parlay using what we just talked about with Mike Williams, 25-plus receiving yards, Kittle, anytime touchdown, Conklin, anytime touchdown, McCaffrey, over 35.5 receiving yards, and George Kittle, over 3.5 receptions. You could also go CMC, Christian, receptions, over 4.5. You don't get any better odds with that one. So we are currently at plus 5,000 for a 5-pick parlay. And if you are on DraftKings or whichever site, they might have some promos going, but they have one right now. 50% profit boost. So up to $20, select the 50%. That brings us to 7,500 odds. So if we want to do $5 on that, that's $380 for a 5-pick same game parlay. Obviously, you go $10, that's $760. So I'm going to put a tenner on here. This is what I'm going with. So I would love to know, if you are watching this, what games are you betting, or what props are you betting in this game, if you're betting in this game, and what was your favorite bet that you hit in week 1. So I'm going to just lock that in for $760, and we are out there. So hopefully you guys had success in week 1. Be on the lookout. We are going to kill it in week 2 moving forward. We're already starting to work on week 2 content, so we're very excited. So that's what I've got in this video. Good luck today on Monday Night Football, and come back for Thursday Night Football breakdown. And don't forget, check out the Showdown breakdown here on YouTube for Monday Night Football as well. Good luck today, and as always, let's bring home some bacon. Peace.